Welcome back to Veterans Claims Ambush. This is lecture number 21. Not much of a review today. I've been doing a little bit of review in the latest ones. This time, I want to take you into your Congress. I've talked about the law, 38 U.S. Code, and the CFR, 38 CFR. Let me adjust this microphone, which just fell off. 38 CFR. And I wanted to show you what a transcript of a congressional hearing looked like. So what you will find, these things get pretty big. What you will find is the heading of who, what, when, and where. Okay, this is the title page. This goes back to 2014. This is the committee. Okay, this is the subcommittee of the Committee on Veterans Affairs, U.S. House of Representatives. This is September 10 of 2014. Why did I pick this up? Well, first I want to show you that these things are available. You can read them. Transcripts are transcripts. Okay. Who was there? Well, here's the committee. People come and go from all over the country, you see? Some are no longer there. They retire, maybe they change elections, or they go on to work for different parts of the government. Chairman might change, the party controlling the House might change. So let's take a look at the index. And this is boilerplate, not a big deal. So we're going to have opening statements. Chairman, ranking member, there's a prepared statement going to be there. And this one, this is going to talk about the testimony of a witness, Kelly Kordich, or in German, Kodich, a senior counsel, the Board of Veterans Appeals. She has a prepared statement, which is normal procedure at a congressional hearing. I'm not going to read her whole opening statement, but I want you to see how these things work. So, here we are, opening statement. House of Representatives member, Mr. Kaufman, good morning. And then he talks for a while. Okay, we're going to hear a witness from within VA's Board of Veterans Appeals who has seen firsthand the tactics and strategies used by management appeals. The VA's Board of Veterans Appeals, I'm going to go backwards. This is Mr. Kaufman. He is Mike Kaufman, the chairman, Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations, Committee on Veterans Affairs. Are you reading with me? Sit up. Put your coffee down. Blow this up on your screen. You're watching this on your phone, I hope. Blow it up. I want you to read this. Good morning. This hearing will come to order. I want to welcome everyone to today's hearing entitled Metrics, Measurements, and Mismanagement at the BVA. Management. I'm not talking about individual opinions. I'm talking about mismanagement, which is not a beauty pageant. Today, we will hear from both the VA and a witness from within VA's Board of Veteran Appeals who has seen firsthand the tactics and strategies used by management to hide veterans' claims, rework timeframes to cover up the length of time cases have been sitting within the BVA, and manipulate cases to achieve a goal of 55,170 claims adjudicated in a year. And then some of the VSOs. This would be like American Legion, Disabled American Veterans. We'll also hear from reps in regards to their experiences in representing veterans. They're allowed to do this. These are not law firms. Listen to me. These are not law firms. These are Veteran Service Organizations, VSOs, who appeared before the United States Court of Appeals for DC in the prior lecture. Lawyers. Get it? Lawyers. Let me say it one more time. VSOs are not law firms. Lawyers appear in court. Strategies used by management to hide veterans' claims, rework time frames to cover up the length of time cases have been sitting within BVA, and manipulate cases to achieve a goal of, here we are. Now, what did I show you about quantity in the past lectures? How many remands do you think went back to Victor Bravo Alpha? Now, this is 2014. Do you think this has decreased radically? 55,170 claims. Okay? In 1 year. You're going to be looking at this many claims at BVA on appeal in 1 year. I'm going to go through this report in a second lecture. Here's today's point. How many of those claims did veterans not appeal? In other words, VBA denied a veteran's claim, and the veteran was either unable or died or got the usual, oh, you missed a C&P exam. How many of those original claims were not appealed at all? So there were 55,000 cases, right, at Board of Veterans Appeals. How many cases, on the average, this is management now, were assigned to veterans law judges? Was there a time standard? In other words, get these things out. You get my drift? I'm not talking about the quality of the written opinion at BVA. What I'm telling you is there is a thing called management at BVA. Management acts through board administration. Through board administration. This is words in Congress. The tactics and strategies used by management to hide veterans' claims, right? Rework timeframes to cover up the length of time cases have been sitting within the BVA, and manipulate cases to achieve a goal of 55,000, round numbers, claims adjudicated in a year. VSOs, veterans service organizations are not lawyers. What does this mean? If you go down to your local grocery store, if you go down to your local automotive dealer, they are organizations. One sells you groceries. One sells you cars. They may be corporations, LLCs. They are organizations. Are they allowed to represent you before the BVA? No, of course not. Are they lawyers? Well, they may employ a few lawyers. In fact, they may be even owned by a few lawyers among the ownership. No, they can't represent you. Why can a veteran service organization represent you? I'm not saying they do a bad job. Listen to what I'm going to say very carefully. Why did Congress allow VSOs to represent veterans, knowing that VSOs are not lawyers? Who does the appeals before the D.C. Federal Court of Appeals in accord with the Saunders case I showed you? Lawyers. Who represented the individual veteran, in the Navy veteran, in the 14 remand case? An outstanding lawyer. Get it? VSOs are not lawyers. When you are a lawyer, sometimes when you are trying a case or in adjudication stages, this is the informal parts of litigation, you are already planning ahead to the appeal. You are already planning ahead to the appeal. You are careful about what you present and how you do it. Why did Congress say VSOs could represent veterans at the BVA? Surface reason. So this would be charitable organizations set up, basically licensed by Congress, who would not be charging fees to veterans. Because, you know, fees are terrible things, aren't they? So that's the surface reason. I will give you a deeper reason. Congress said they could do it precisely because the VSOs are not lawyers. Okay? So what is this page telling you? What did I just show you? The board, administration, and management. This is a system created before you were born. VSOs are not your lawyers. Get a lawyer. I'm going to go through this in the next lecture. And you can look up, well, we'll wait till the next one, and I'll refer you to looking up the so-called whistleblower. Okay? That's it for today.